Hey there guys, Jonathan Wozniak here for JMSports100 and JMSports.org. How is it going? And, normally at this time, I've got picks on tap for you. Right now I don't. Running a little bit behind, not quite as quick as I wanted to. Some stuff came up tonight, but I said I would get to it and I'm going to. I'm sure as by most of you know now, you know how the first round of the NFL draft went. But that is what I'm here to discuss. For those of you who don't know how it went or whatever, that's what I'm here for. Right now, let's get to it. Round 1 took place today. Rounds 2 and 3 take place tomorrow. Rounds 4 through 7 take place on Saturday. Let's take a look now at how things finished up for today, as far as it goes, and it went like this. Of course, the big surprise, and we started controversy off right away. Carolina Panthers, with the first overall pick in the 2011 NFL Draft, take Auburn quarterback Cam Newton. So, of course, with the take of Cam Newton, it leads you to believe one thing. Have the Carolina Panthers already given up on Jimmy Clausen? And no, I am not the first person to say that. But of course, it was the first thing I thought when I saw that Newton got taken by the Panthers was, did they give up on Clausen? I don't think they have. I think Cam Newton will be an okay fit for them. I don't think he's going to be this big, explosive guy who's going to make an impact right away. I think that between Jimmy Clausen and Cam Newton, they will figure it out. But I don't think that it's definitely going to stir controversy with a team that really doesn't already need controversy as they try to get back on their feet. But it's definitely going to stir controversy. I do think in the end it will be a good pick. I do think in the end it will end up being a good pick. Alright, with the second overall pick in the 2011 NFL Draft, the Denver Broncos took outside linebacker Von Miller out of Texas A&M. Defense was a bit of a rough spot for the Broncos last year, and I think Von Miller is going to be a very good pick for them. I really think that it'll be good for him. Next up, with the third overall pick in the 2011 NFL Draft, the Buffalo Bills selected Alabama defensive tackle Marcel Darius. With the fourth pick in the 2011 NFL Draft, the Cincinnati Bengals took wide receiver A.J. Green out of Georgia. Now, that's going to be good for them, I think. They need a little bit of wide receiver help. Chad Ochocinco is getting older. T.O., who knows what's happening there. So I think that he is going to be a really good pick for them. I do. And plus, they got another pick later in the draft that I think is going to help them out well, too. We'll talk about that when we get there. With the fifth pick in the 2011 NFL Draft, the Arizona Cardinals got corner Patrick Peterson. This is going to be a good pick for them. I think he's going to make a big impact to that team. Patrick Peterson would have made a big impact no matter where he went, I believe. And I think Arizona will be no different. Atlanta got the sixth overall pick from Cleveland and got wide receiver out of Alabama, Julio Jones. The seventh overall pick went to the San Francisco 49ers, and they took Missouri defensive end Aldon Smith. The Tennessee Titans, the newly rebuilding Tennessee Titans, with the eighth overall pick, took Washington quarterback Jake Locker. This will be a good pick for the Titans. They obviously need it. Vince Young, well, that's a mess, and we all know that, and he's gone. They don't really have a stable quarterback. And I think starting out fresh, with it being a new regime and starting out fresh, is going to be good for them. I think Jake Locker will be a breath of fresh air for them, and I think he's going to do pretty good with that Tennessee squad. With the 9th pick, the Dallas Cowboys took USC offensive tackle Tyron Smith. With the 10th pick in the 2011 NFL Draft, acquired from Washington, Jacksonville took Missouri quarterback Blaine Gabbert. That could be good to back up David Garrard, who's had a lot of injury problems in the last few years. With the 11th pick in the draft, Houston took Wisconsin defensive end J.J. Watt. J.J. Watt, being from Wisconsin and seeing many of J.J. Watt's games, J.J. Watt is a beast. And he is going to be a beast in the NFL. I think he's a good fit for Houston. I think he is going to dominate on that Houston defense. With the 12th pick in the 2011 NFL Draft, the Minnesota Vikings take Florida State quarterback Christian Ponder. I don't really have a problem with that at all. Because they need a quarterback, obviously. Tavares Jackson obviously was not the long-term answer. Brett Favre's gone, all that stuff. The one problem that the Minnesota Vikings are going to run into with Christian Ponder, and we saw it, I believe, in, I want to say the bowl game or towards the end of the season last year, is his health. Christian Ponder has a hard time staying healthy, especially with his arm. So we will see if he indeed helps out that Viking offense. With the 13th pick, and this one really did surprise me, that he fell down so far. The Detroit Lions select Auburn defensive tackle Nick Fairley. It really did surprise me that Fairley fell this far. He's very explosive off the ball. He's going to be a boom or bust. He's going to either be really good or he's going to fall. I don't think he's going to be a mediocre player. He's either going to be all yes or all no. Question is which one. Personally, I think Fairley is an all yes, but I have a feeling that for whatever reason, I don't know why I think this, I think he's going to struggle with injuries. At least in the early part of his career. With the 14th pick in the draft, the St. Louis Rams select North Carolina defensive end Robert Quinn. With the 15th pick, Miami takes Florida outside corner. Center. Rather, my bad. Don't know where I got a corner from. Mike Pouncey. Washington got the 16th overall pick from Jacksonville, and that whole trade that they made earlier, and they got a really good pick for them. Defensive end Ryan Kerrigan. Washington needed defensive help. They needed somebody there to help Brian Orakpo, and I think they definitely got it in Ryan Kerrigan. The New England Patriots took the 17th overall pick from Oakland and took Colorado offensive tackle Nate Soldier. With the 18th overall pick, the San Diego Chargers select Illinois defensive tackle Corey Luget. I believe I said that wrong. But nonetheless, that's who they got. The New York Giants, with the 19th overall pick, took a Nebraska corner Prince Amukamara. I'm pretty sure I said that one at least. I at one point in time knew how to say that. Not anymore. That would be a good pick for them, though. 20th overall pick, Tampa Bay Buccaneers took Iowa defensive end Adrian Claiborne. With the 21st overall pick, Cleveland, which they got from Kansas City, took Baylor defensive tackle Phil Taylor. With the 22nd overall pick, the Indianapolis Colts took Boston College offensive tackle Anthony Costanzo. With the 23rd overall pick, Philadelphia took Baylor guard Danny Watkins. With the 24th pick in the overall draft, New Orleans Saints take California defensive end Cameron Jordan. With the 25th overall pick, Seattle takes Alabama guard James Carpenter. With the 26th overall pick gotten by Kansas City from Atlanta through Cleveland, they take Pittsburgh wide receiver Jonathan Baldwin. Baltimore, with the 27th overall pick, takes Colorado corner Jimmy Smith. The Saints, who got the pick from New England, take Mark Ingram, the Alabama running back. With the 28th overall pick, I think that'll be a good fit to go with Reggie and Pierre Thomas and the rest of that already explosive New Orleans Saints rush offense if they can stay, rushing game rather, if they can stay healthy. With the 29th overall pick in the 2011 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears take Wisconsin offensive tackle Gabe Carimi. With the 30th overall pick in the 2011 NFL Draft, the New York Jets take Temple defensive end Muhammad Wilkerson. With the 31st overall pick, the Pittsburgh Steelers take Ohio State defensive end Cameron Hayward. And last but not least, with the 32nd overall pick, the Green Bay Packers take Mississippi State offensive tackle Derek Sherrod. So that is how things matched up there. In the first round of the draft, like we said, rounds 2 and 3 take place tomorrow. Let's look and see, as of right now, where your team tomorrow will be picking in the second and third rounds. It looks like this. With the 33rd pick, getting it from Carolina, is New England. The Buffalo Bills have the 34th overall pick. The 35th belongs to Cincinnati. The 36th belongs to Denver. 37th belongs to Cleveland. 38th belongs to Arizona. 39th belongs to Tennessee. Dallas has the 40th. 41st belongs to Washington. Houston has the 42nd. Minnesota has the 43rd. Detroit has the 44th. San Francisco with the 45th. The 46th will go to Denver from Miami. St. Louis has the 47th. The 48th belongs to Oakland. The 49th belongs to Washington. They got it from Jacksonville. San Diego, Tampa Bay, the New York Giants, Indianapolis Colts, Philadelphia Eagles, Kansas City Chiefs, New England Patriots, Seattle Seahawks, Baltimore Ravens, Cleveland Browns, New England Patriots, San Diego Chargers, Chicago, Pittsburgh, and Green Bay is the pecking order for the second round tomorrow. The third round looks like this: Carolina, Cincinnati, Denver, Buffalo, Arizona, Kansas City, Dallas, New Orleans, Houston, New England, Detroit, San Francisco, Tennessee, St. Louis, Miami, Jacksonville, Oakland, San Diego, the New York Giants, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Philadelphia Eagles, Kansas City Chiefs, Indianapolis Colts, New Orleans Saints, San Diego Chargers, Baltimore, Atlanta, New England, Chicago, the New York Jets, Pittsburgh, and Green Bay. And Carolina has a compensatory pick, which would be the 97th overall. So there you go. That's where your teams are picking tomorrow, and that's how things looked for round 1. I'm John Lopez for JM Sports 100 and jmsports.org. See you tomorrow for coverage of round 2.